guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be working like busy little bees because we're going to be prepping for Thanksgiving. I'm not going to be giving you an actual recipe today, but I'm just going to give you some ideas on how I prep a little bit for Thanksgiving coming up. So come on in so I can show you what we're going to be doing today. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be making some sweet potato pies and pumpkin pies. But I'm going to be freezing these pies. I already cleaned and scrubbed and washed my sweet potatoes. And what I like to do is I like to take a tray with parchment paper and just poke holes into my sweet potatoes just so they don't explode or anything in the oven. While you're doing this, you want to make sure that you preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And depending on how large your sweet potatoes are, that's how long you're going to place them into the oven, just until they're soft and tender. It used to be a long time ago. I don't know if you guys remember it, but it was, nobody does it like Sara Lee. Well, nobody does it like Laura Lee. So, a little laugh for you guys today. Now I'm going to place these into the oven. I like to grate my butter so I can get it all the way through my pie crust. While the sweet potatoes are in the oven cooking, I'm going to be making my pie crust. That way it can sit in the fridge after I'm done with that as well, because then I'm going to be making my pumpkin pies after that. And what I did is I stuck this butter in the freezer so it's easier to grate. See the little shards on there, guys? Here's how it's gonna look after you shred it. See how it looks like cheese, guys? But I'm gonna stick this back into the freezer for about 10 minutes until I get all the rest of the ingredients in my bowl. Right now I'm just gonna put all of my dry ingredients while my butter is in my freezer. And then I just give it a mix with the fork because I'm going to use the fork to combine it when I add my butter. Now that I mix my salt and my sugar in, I'm going to mix the cold shredded butter that came from the freezer. Guys, you want it cold. Remember, this is not cheese. Don't get hungry and want to eat it like cheese. Although it does look like cheese. What's nice about Thanksgiving is it's not about the food, but it's about your family, because you're putting so much effort into it because you love your family so much. Or even if you're cooking for yourself, you know you are loved and you just appreciate all that you have and all that you're thankful for. See, I didn't need to like smash it up because it's already in the little pieces. Your little big one pieces, just crush those up a little bit. Now I'm gonna add my oil and my vinegar in there as well and just mix that through. The reason why I wanted to do it this way this year is so you're not having everything combined all at once, or like the day before or 2 days before. You're actually just getting it prepared ahead of time so you have room to enjoy and breathe on that day. So I just took 3 ice cubes with cold water so I can make ice water, and I'm just gonna put about 3 tablespoons in at first and just kind of give it a mix, because you don't want to have too much water when you do your pie crust. You just want to combine just enough. That's too crumbly. And I just kind of form it together in a disc. Here they are out of the oven. You know they're done when you can press on them and see how it kind of sinks in. So I am going to peel these. They're very easy to peel once they come out of the oven and are cool. Skin will come off pretty easy. See, I'll show you right now like how easy it is to pull it off. So now I'm just going to peel the rest of them and put them in my bowl. How many of you guys love sweet potatoes? I love sweet potato. Actually, my family likes sweet potato pies a lot, and pumpkin pies. So I like having them for like a sweet potato casserole as well. So I'm probably gonna do both and just mash them in here. You guys, save these little skins for your dogs, or if you want to toast them up, you can eat them like that as well for a snack. But my dogs love having the little skins with the sweet potato. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys are thankful for. I'm going to take about half of this and put it aside for my casserole. And then the other half I'm going to use for my sweet potato pie. I like to wing it, guys. Just wing it. I decided to change my apron to Thanksgiving so we can be more festive. My mom makes my aprons. Now I'm just going to put my sweet potato aside so I can start forming my pies in my pie pans. Now if you want, you can get pie tins from like the Dollar Tree. They have the aluminum pie tins, or you can use the ones that you want. So I'm going to see what I have first. So here's my pie pans I found. I don't have any of the silver ones, but I've had these for a long time. And I'm going to freeze my pies. I'll show you after I'm done, but I'm going to freeze them. But these stay pretty good in the freezer for a little bit. It's only going to be for a few days, so I'm fine with that. Guys, I hope you don't mind, but this handsome guy that's going to be helping me in the kitchen is my son, Christian.
Hello.
Hello. He's going to be the muscle today. I usually try to stick him in the kitchen during Thanksgiving or any time to have these memories. Now I'm going to put a can of evaporated milk in here with my sweet potato, along with 3 eggs. You guys, you make it like you make a pumpkin pie. But I used to like pumpkin pie before, but I seem to like sweet potato pie more because the sweet potatoes are sweeter and it tastes really good. If you haven't given it a try, I recommend you guys give it a try. So chicken. So chicken. You're rolling over here.
Good.
You always put a little bit of salt to balance out the sweetness. Doing good, home slice?
Yep.
Homeboy? I also put some vanilla and cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, Pumpkin pie spice has cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, ginger, and cloves. I like it spicy. I add a little bit of extra cloves as well. And then you just give it a mix. Give it a whirl.
I'll fix that. I'll just add some on there.
You're messing up my piece. Here. Crimp that on there. See, you guys? Pie crust is forgiving. Doesn't have to be perfect. You guys just can fix it and take pieces off and just end up fixing it.
Take Play-Doh.
It's like Play-Doh. Mmm, this smells so good. You like pumpkin pie better or sweet potato?
Sweet potato.
Mmm.
My opinion.
Your opinion? Me too. Don't cut too much off because remember you gotta crimp it up. Oh my gosh, you guys, you know what I was forgetting? It's gonna be a sweetless pie if I don't put no sugar in it. I'm gonna add some brown sugar. Less than a cup of brown sugar and some regular sugar. Show the camera your good job. Thing I like to do, since pies like pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie, it takes a while to cook in the oven. Oh, not that. So I like to take pieces of foil and make like a little tent on the side with the foil, just so it doesn't burn. Just make sure not to get it on the liquid part, otherwise it will stick. Place them in the oven, guys. So 2 of my pies came out of the oven. These are my sweet potato pies. They look delish, and I'm waiting for them to cool. But as they're cooling, this is my sweet potato casserole that I made. And just the day of Thanksgiving, I'm going to put marshmallows on it and then bake it in the oven. Right now I just put saran wrap, and then I'm going to cover it with foil. And I'm also going to do the same with all of my pies as soon as they cool. I'm going to place this one in the freezer. I'm going to get started with my bread. Guys, I'm getting pooped now, so I'm going to use my KitchenAid for my bread that I use for my stuffing. So the last thing I'm going to do today is just finish making my bread, and then I'm going to let it cool and everything, and tomorrow I'm going to do different things. So I put the yeast and my water and things like that. But if you want a recipe to this, I also have it on my channel. So I'll link it down in the description box. Even if you want to try something like this next year, you can do the pies 2 weeks ahead of time or something like that. And then you could just freeze them and take them out before, just to give you extra time to spend with your family that day, so you won't be in such chaos for one day. So I just took it out of the bowl, and I'm just gonna knead it on the surface for a little bit because I'm doing 2 loaves, so it was a lot of dough, and I don't want to mess up my machine, so I'm just gonna knead the rest of this by hand. divide these evenly, because like I said, I'm going to be doing 2 loaves. I'm not worried about appearance on my loaves because I'm going to chop these up anyways. They're going to be for my stuffing. And I just squish them down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let my loaves sit, and I'm going to cover them with a clean dish towel till they double in size before I bake them. And it's nice and warm in here, so they shouldn't have any problems rising. And that should be probably about an hour or so, a little over. Now I'm going to put these into the oven. Bread's done, and I just took it out of the pans and placed it on a tea towel to finish cooling. So now the last thing I'm going to do for today is I'm just going to cover these and let them cool, and then I'm going to cut into those tomorrow. And I'm going to wrap the pies. So the way that I'm going to wrap the pies is I'm just going to place the same way that I did with the sweet potato. I'm just going to place saran wrap over the pie. I'm also going to place foil over the pie. I'm going to wrap it good with foil. And then I'm going to place this in the freezer.
They're scrumdiddlyumptious and you eat them and there won't be any leftover.
That's my son. So I'm going to place these pies and put the sweet potato on the front of it. And then the pumpkin, I'm just going to put pumpkin, and then I'm going to place these in the freezer. And then the day before Thanksgiving, I'm going to take them out and place them in the refrigerator so they have time to thaw. And they'll be ready to cut in to Thanksgiving Day. Okay guys, time to hang my apron up. It's the end of the day. I hope it gives you ideas on a little preparation for Thanksgiving. Will save you time the day of your Thanksgiving Day. So that way you're not cramming everything in. Thank you for being here with me today. Have a beautiful, blessed night, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye! Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more of these videos.